The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin H., Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow up 77, Nasdaq's up 16, S&Ps are up 15.5. We have gold down, where is she? Gold's down $27. You get silver up 40 cents. Oil market is down 28 cents. Oil's been all over the place. It's had a spread this morning of $2.50. Pretty wild. And folks, depending where you are in this great country of ours, Kevin, Tommy, myself, we are going to be at the beautiful Marriott Marquis in New York Times Square next Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for the Traders Expo. Drop by, say hi to Kevin and the crowd from TD Ameritrade. And, of course, don't forget, every trading day right here, noontime, you can get swim lessons from TD Ameritrade, Think of Swim, and you get it right on your cell phone. So if you're on the West Coast right now, driving to work in the morning, it's very early. Yeah, it's only 7 o'clock. Yeah. Just remember.
It's rush hour out there.
It's rush hour out there. You can just go to TFNN.com and hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hanks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How's everything going there, guys?
Can't
wait to see you guys. I'll be seeing you guys in a couple days. Huh?
It's going to be quick, man. That's right.
It's it's amazing, man. You know, we always say that time just flies, but it really does, man.
It was 4 months ago that we're in Vegas. That's pretty crazy when you put it that way.
It is.
That's right. Really looking forward to getting to New York.
No, totally. And it's going to be warm up there, folks. It's going to be 49 degrees. So come on by.
Kevin, are you guys doing the show? Are you guys doing the show live from there, like you were in Vegas?
Absolutely. We'll be doing the swim lesson show live from New York.
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
So there'll be an audience section there where you can watch it live.
Yeah, I was watching it in Vegas.
Yeah,
totally.
I was too. Right.
Totally.
Right. Or you can tune in on Think or Swim like you always do.
Definitely.
Yeah. Perfect, man. So hey,
So do we believe this? So are we believing these oil rumors?
You know, I suspect they're going to try to make some kind of a deal. That's kind of my take on it. Now, they all hate each other, so it's like
it's amazing. It's amazing. So when that news came out last night, it sounded so positive.
Right.
Until you dig into the numbers and realize these guys promised nothing.
Right.
You know, they promised to hold production at record levels. And, oh, by the way, did anyone mention Iran in there?
No.
Someone better.
Right. Well, yeah, and you know it's amazing.
Full force.
Yeah, and there's no doubt. It's kind of like when Draghi, remember for the last 2 years, he finally did something, but 2 years prior to this, he always kept saying, I'm going to use this cannon, I'm going to use this cannon, and, of course, the market kept bouncing because of it, but he never did anything. Yeah. You know, so it's one thing doing something, it's another thing, basically turning that spigot off. And
it's going to be interesting. Eventually, these guys are going to get pushed off the sidelines and do something, but I'm just not sure it's yet.
Well, you know, I
don't think they have the answers.
No, listen, and there's no doubt, folks, you know, you hear it seemed that when I was listening to the news that a lot of folks were not going bankrupt inside the oil and gas business. And, you know, they had people on from Texas and saying, no, this is, you know, it's different now and we're not as, you know, consolidated the oil business. Well, this morning it comes out in Bloomberg, right? Just in Houston alone, the 60th company just went bankrupt in the last 4 months. Sure. Yeah, it's hitting home in a big way. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and you know, each industry goes through this, though.
Yes.
You know, I used to say on the exchange floors when guys were standing in pits, great markets, everyone was making money in great markets, and then the markets would go into a struggling time and, you know, slow consolidation for a while, and all the traders that weren't very good couldn't make money.
Right.
I guarantee you all the really good, well-run, efficient companies are going to make it through this fine.
Right.
They'll make their adjustments, they'll get lean, and the ones that aren't ready and aren't doing a good job, yeah, they will fall by the wayside.
And it's leverage, right? It's the debt structures, folks, that, you know, when the tide goes out, as they say, you got a debt structure and they're not a cash flow, you got a problem.
You know, my only question to these companies that are coming out with this news is, you mean you had no contingency plans for this at all?
I
And
agree.
all your eggs
Right.
in $110 oil, and that's it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what's
I find that hard to believe, but there it is.
I agree. And what I find hard to believe, Kevin, is this, and folks, is that everyone, well, it's reported that no one saw this coming. Well, hold it. Anyone that's been in this business a while, the oil business goes bust quite a bit.
Sure.
And at $110 oil, it's like,
Yeah.
just like you said, hold it. Is it going to go to 400? I mean,
Some of the smartest people out there should have at least seen something coming and locked in.
And the minute these guys realized that fracking was going to change the whole universe in terms of oil production, I mean, they made no contingency plans.
Right.
None.
Yeah.
I find that crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Complacency, right? It's like things, like you said, Kevin, everything's going so well.
Yeah.
It's not that urgent need to say, oh, man, we're at 110 and we're going gangbusters. What happens if we go to 30? I don't think boardrooms are having that discussion.
You got to be able to see the story.
No, the smart companies were, exactly. That's the people who are crushing it right now, they made those plans for sure.
Their minds froze on green dollars coming in.
Right? Everything, I know. Yeah.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it will happen. There's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, hey, so what are we talking about swim lessons today?
You know, I am actually calling you guys from Arizona, where we were out at a market drive event this past weekend with a bunch of TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim customers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Scott and Cindy, we had we had about 600 customers out there where we spent the day with them talking about options, talking about futures, giving them advanced tips on Thinkorswim, on the Thinkorswim platform. We had a great day Saturday with them all day.
Well, that's a beautiful
So
thing.
I've been hanging out in the warm weather. So Scott, Connor, and Cindy Faber will take you guys through the lesson today. Anyone who wants to know what the lesson is can look on the homepage.
Right on the front page. No, I know. I saw it there. It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Okay, brother, you have a great one, a safe one. Look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.
has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 95. You get the Nasdaq up 23. S&Ps are up 19. And what you had, so you figure we were closed for President's Day. We go up Friday. And the European markets, they went up pretty good yesterday. If we look at the FTSE, the FTSE's only up $15 right now. But yesterday, it traded from 57.07 to 58.44.
Yeah. It's over a 2% swing.
Yeah. So it looks that what we have here, folks, okay, is that you tested the lows. The last swing points, well, for the FTSE, that swing point is up there at February 1st. That's 61.15. If we take a look at the DAX in Germany, look at this. This is still, the DAX still needs a lot of work, man. Yeah. It gapped higher yesterday. They had closed the prior day at 89.67, and it closed 92.06 yesterday, right? But right now it's having a hard time getting inside that range. Hasn't got inside that range yet. If we go over to Asia, you take a look at Asia. Now this is a real curveball, and what happened is that the Chinese government. Let's go to Shanghai first. If we go to Shanghai, Shanghai was up 3.2% last night, and what the curveball was in China is that when we were coming into the long weekend, it wouldn't be rumors. There was a lot of talk that would the China government devalue the yuan?
Sure.
Well, they just did the opposite.
Okay.
This is the first time they upped the yuan in correlation to the dollar.
Okay.
And what that did, that put a little confidence in the marketplace. I mean, to me, they're dead cat bounces.
Yeah,
but it's amazing how they can move markets around.
Yeah, sure.
It was just the opposite. So, that's another reason, folks, that if you are trading currencies, come over to the Nadex platform and check that platform out, because the bottom line is that it's defined risk.
Yeah.
And
any of those, right, talking about oil, gold, you just have to be aware that at any point, almost any time, 24 hours a day, some country could come out with some news that's just going to drive that market that you can't really expect. You can make educated guesses as to the probabilities of things happening, but that's a great example of, just be ready for unexpected situations.
Right. And they will happen just like they happened when...
They're happening a lot right now. Right, yeah.
In the middle, they have to do it and catch everyone off guard.
Right.
Because what they have to figure out is that,
that's the point of what they're doing.
It is.
Right? To make an impact.
To make an impact, to leave their currency alone.
Yeah.
That was, that's like, okay.
And the same thing with oil's going on. They're making an impact with those statements. They're trying to, drive the market one way or another.
Totally.
So it's tough when you're a market participant and the players that basically drive the supply and demand of the market, whether it's a country and their currency or an oil-producing currency. They drive the market, and so
isn't that wild how that works? I know.
If you're trading their commodity, if you're trading
in their house.
If you're trading a country's, currency,
right?
Of course, you're going to be prone to what they do with their currency. Yeah. So it makes sense.
It's pretty intense.
It is.
If we do go over and we take a look at this gold market, GCJ6. Oh, and you check this out, folks. Okay, you're going to love this. So Goldman Sachs comes out simultaneously as the Chinese government is revaluing the yuan a little bit higher.
Yes.
Goldman comes out and says they think gold's overvalued and worth $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and so what gold had done then, okay, is that it was a one-way trade, man. I mean, it was illiquid, okay, but the bottom line is that guess what? It closed at 12.39 and it was down at 11.91 last night.
Yeah, it's like a $50 move, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for sure.
Yeah, what I liked about that, even when I was doing the gold report last night, is that there was like light volume on the way down. It says this is amazing. And now gold does trade almost 24 hours a day across the world. So there are people that will buy in it at that point. I mean, so it's real in that context, but in the context of how it's traded in the liquidity. As soon as our markets start getting liquid this morning about 7:30, it went from down 49 to down 26.
Yeah.
And that itself is a huge.
Yeah. No. What did it go from 11.90 to like 12.15? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a big move. Yeah. Right. Totally.
And the amazing thing, this is always pretty cool, folks, is that this is like the classic, and you see this, but when it happens, it's like, wow. And with the classic technical setup, this is no fundamental, is that when you break out of a whole range, which we broke out of 1191.90, and it took a long, I mean, we're talking a long time here. I can pull this back. And it goes topside, monster volume, and then 2 days later, it's right back there.
I know.
It's like, oh my God.
For sure.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know.
And then it bounced right off that level.
It bounced off it. Yeah. And that's what you need, by the way. That is a much better technical setup.
It's a good sign.
They're not going down there either.
Yeah, no, that's a good sign, right?
Because the higher that, I can't stand it when it's in the middle. Like if that went a little bit higher, it's like, okay, you can't.
To me too, it's nice when something is resistance, like that top would have been resistance, trending, and then it gets over it, and now you can see that now it's support maybe.
Yes,
so
no, exactly. Right. There's no doubt. Yeah. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. So today, what you are going to want to watch, folks, you're going to want to watch, does the volume expand slightly on the way up? I suspect.
You're talking about gold?
Actually, all the equities. Yeah, the S&P, and because if we see that, then your probability is better that as we come into option expiration Friday, they can twist this thing around. See, just think that.
So what do you mean twist this thing around? You just speak so in slang. That we need options so that they can spin. Are you saying that?
There's still so much bearishness. Okay. So and this is like a perfect setup today that the market is having a hard time holding. The futures were up. The Dow is up almost 190.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is that. Let's picture this. Anyone that was buying calls on Friday to try to, last Friday this is, to try to get to the other side of the swing point, those are very inexpensive.
Okay. So to get to the other side of the swing point. This is
which is 194.
They're buying calls and they're looking for the top of that range.
Right.
Okay.
And we're at 181. Well, 181 to 194 is a big number.
Yes, definitely.
Now this morning.
No, wait, we're at 188. Not 80.
Yeah, I went Friday. Friday we were at 1. Okay. So what happens there is that, and this type of phenomena does happen, meaning big bounces in option expiration weeks.
Okay.
Because it really has to do with where are the larger players positioned right now. Because you can move it somewhat. You can't move the market hundreds of points, but you can move it for a few days. So we'll see how that baby does shake out. As we just go back to the higher volume stocks again, you get Bank of America is up 30 cents. You got, let's see, Micron Tech's up 42 cents. You got Cisco up 47. Kinder Morgan's up 64. That's a big move for a $15 stock. Citigroup's up 95. Let's go over to a few of the banking stocks because the banking stocks absolutely got smoked. Yeah, and these are going to bounce too. I mean, Bank of America, just went from $18. Oh, that's a hit, man. $18 down to $10.99.
Yeah. No, for sure.
We'll see whether that can get back inside, the range. Man, these banking stocks got taken apart.
They sure did.
Put this back here for a second. Yeah, that's a good taken apart in banking, no doubt. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 82. Nasdaq's up 54. S&Ps are up 16. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 83. You get the NASDAQ up 54. S&Ps are up 16. And so, good old Apple. So this is going to be amazing. This is amazing how inexpensive money is right now. So Apple's going to said to plan a $1 bond sale for capital return. Apple is
multi-billion-dollar bond sale. Right? So use
yes.
a $1 bond sale. Oh, sorry.
They're selling dollar bonds. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
So they're going to.
I got you.
They're going to sell the iPhone maker is going to sell securities in 10 parts. The longest dated bonds maturing in 30 years. Now let's see what they're paying. So look at this. Apple's going to propose a 30-year bond at 2.15%. Could you imagine that?
It may yield 2.15 percentage points more than similar maturity treasuries. So
okay.
2%
yes.
above the treasury.
Above, yes.
Right,
okay.
basically.
That's a 25.
That seems more.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Right. Okay. Because if we go.
So, and then just so that's okay. That was a 25 basis point premium. It looked like it was saying something like that compared to similar or something.
Yeah, here, we'll pull it back again. Let me just see what the 30-year bond is first. So the 30-year bond right now is 2.631. That's the U.S. bond.
Yes.
So then we go back over to Apple. Okay, so
that's 25 basis point premium compared to the average yield on bonds, similar maturity and rating, according to Bank of America. So for companies, Apple's
they're actually paying more. Interesting.
It's a quarter point.
Yeah. That's still. I'd take all the money I could get at that.
say that.
I'd take all the money I could get. So that's approximately what 2 point. What did we say? 2.3 was the 30. That's still.
Start a mortgage company, then man, you can get all the money you want at 2%. I'm just, you know what I mean? That's what they're locking in. 30-year mortgage rates.
Right.
I guess that's the other way around, but that's the rate right now. You know what I mean? There is a lot of money that depends on stability.
Well, hold it. Yeah, no, I don't think the mortgage company can get that. That's what the U.S. government can get. But that's what they're predicated on. That's what Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will buy them at, meaning whatever that spread is over that. Now, Apple, so if we go over to Apple again, because they're using this, see, Apple still can't get any traction. They're gonna be using that money to give back to their shareholders. So Apple needs something new to come out with, because this stock is still in trouble, man. Pretty amazing. Now IBM. Let's go over to IBM for a second. It's a big story in one of the headlines of the Journal today, that you got Bitcoin and that whole blockchain accounting for currency. Well, IBM is getting behind it. Not only getting behind it, they're basically, Big Blue is betting big on blockchain. Working with the Japanese exchange group, IBM next month will start testing the distributed ledger technology that underpins Bitcoin. The article this morning was like they're placing quite a few bets on this is going to change quite a few things.
Okay.
And it'll be interesting to see if that's enough to get IBM, off the bottom. IBM, which said already contributed 44,000 lines of code to the Hyperledger project, wants to persuade software developers to use this cloud computing and hosting services to build distributed ledger systems on top of the open source code. The company's ultimate aim is to become the go-to blockchain service and software provider for financial institutions. This is going to be pretty wild that it started out as one thing, but because it's such a secure system, it could very well end up being something else.
Yeah.
The XOM. So let's go over to some of these oil, because oil out here today, folks. Let's see, ExxonMobil's still in pretty good shape, man. I mean, Exxon's trading at $80.80. It's at the top of its range.
I'm sure they're not happy they're down today, though, with oil doing okay.
Yeah, well, and oil's flat too, but we'll see whether it stays flat. The spread in oil today is amazing. See, if we pull this up, let's see. So oil thus far, look at this morning. Yeah. So at 0400 hours, it was trading at $33.22. It just hit a low of 31.07.
$2 off, and we're right around where we closed out on Friday.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to get a hold here, because at 31.32, you can see the spike that we had. That was the 12th before we left, right?
Yeah.
12th.
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon. Yep.
Yep.
So that's going to be something else.
And that was right. I think that was like 2:20, where the market's closing at like 2:30.
Right. Yeah. Right. And going into a long weekend for us, not for the not for the world. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Let's go over to the Rand in South Africa. If we take a look at that, the Rand dollar right now is still at 15.78. That's still strong, man. It's pretty amazing that hasn't pulled back at all. We take a look at Harmony and GFI. Look at that. Oh, my God. So Harmony's trading at 4,045 Rand in South Africa. If we go into the U.S., 269, just refusing to pull back. And that will pull back, though. That's not going to be,
Can't be a rocket ship forever.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But I guess on a fundamental basis, when you're trading that every day, trading gold every day for that Rand dollar, it's a...
Yeah, but like you saw, the Rand dollar, that may need more pulling back too.
I agree. Right? No doubt.
Gold could see a pullback, and the Rand dollar could see a pullback, and Harmony would see a pullback for
big
sure.
Time.
Right.
Big time. Because it's predicated on that.
Right.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. If we go take a look at the XLE, so the XLE out here, that's still building some cars here. Well, and it's going to need a lot more juice to get up into this swing point of $58.27. So let me show. I want to show. So if folks that are in the gold market, you want to take a look at this chart, because this is, to me, this is an indication that we are going a lot higher in the gold market. So it's Rheingold Resources, and when you take a look at Rheingold, what you have is this. This is a pretty amazing chart, actually. Rheingold has been in a consolidation for 3 years. 3 years. Now, the consolidation it was in, folks, and by the way, so if we go into the gold from 2001, what you had is that for the stocks that I cover, the first 2 or 3 years, Gold Corp was the strongest stock out of the whole pack. Then an Eco Eagle took over after a big downdraft in the gold market. That was the strongest one basically until the highs of 2011. No, that was the strongest one until 2007, and then the next dive down in gold. Then Rheingold took over.
Okay.
And the high in Rheingold was $122.27. Well, Rheingold, goes all the way down to 54 bucks. That hit September of 2015. But the consolidation that has been taking place was from March of 2013. Now, folks, this took this consolidation apart.
Yeah.
It's so cool. So that Rheingold...
3 weeks it did, all the way from, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So that's saying, hey, we'll come right back, but that is saying that Rheingold is going to go to its highs. That's also saying that, bottom line, gold is going to be going a lot higher. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. You stay right there.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 118. You get the Nasdaq up 68. S&Ps are up 21. Gold, let's see, gold's down 26. We get silver off 41. Oh, I know. We're talking about Rheingold Resources. So check this out, folks. This is pretty amazing how it took out its highs. The conviction in this move is pretty amazing. Actually, if I'll put this up. So the highs that we're talking about, you know, you could pick a few of them. You had 3.7 million in July of 2014. I picked even that bigger one. It's 7.3. That wasn't the high, but it was 2 weeks before it, just to pick the highest volume, right? This thing, folks, ripped through this thing with 9.8 million shares. So technically, the way you can look at this is that you take the top of this, which is 89, you take the bottom of it, which is 58, and just, you know, say, okay, $30. Yeah. You're adding on to 90 is $1.20. Well, guess what? That's getting you near the highs.
Yeah, right up here.
Yeah, and that's pretty amazing because that is also an indication to me that this thing's going a lot higher.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's pretty. What is really amazing is that in the context of what can happen in 3 weeks, I was saying, and a lot of these equities did the same thing.
Yeah.
This is the strongest. There's no doubt.
I mean, gold had one. I mean, a huge move.
Huge.
You know, so
Huge.
they better be moving. And when gold goes up 20% a week,
right?
You know.
Right. You know, an eagle. What do you? I mean, look at these things, man. Let's see. That's a daily. So January 21st, $26 to $36.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, totally.
And you had a lot of these right across the board. And the real kicker is, you know, we're 12.13 right now. You know, that 1392 is game. And, you know, we'll see how the GLD will probably give us a good indication today, too. So look at that. That's pretty cool. So the GLD, what does the GLD do? The GLD gets to 120.84 last Thursday, pops down to 115.22 today, dramatically lighter volumes, no sellers. The volatility I expect will continue, and the real kick is going to be inside the gold business, folks. Most of it, believe it or not, it's not investment, it's jewelry. It's how much jewelry the people buy, you know, and then once the investment kicks in, that puts icing on the cake. You know, isn't that wild though when you think about it? That
yeah.
It's hard to believe that you know, I guess.
And that should make sense. It's the underlying actual activity of the metal,
right?
You know,
right.
that would drive.
Right. You know, when I was first doing it, I always thought though it would be like the gold coins, not like everything that's around everyone's neck.
There's just so much gold jewelry in the world that.
There is.
Yeah.
So let's go over and take a look at these the mini E-minis out here. So we got down to 1865. Right now, we're at 1879. And, you know, so this is going to be a crucial part. The reason being, you get back inside this 1879, then the top of this whole range is game again. You know, where I'm coming from with that, folks, is that now the market yesterday was just opened, I believe, for about, our futures market was open for like an hour. Maybe it's 2 hours. That's 0930. The futures was open and they closed them.
Okay.
And that's what that went down to this 1879 yesterday. End up, yeah, that's noon. Maybe they closed at 1 o'clock. That's what it looks like. It looks like they were open till 1 o'clock yesterday. So we just got underneath that, we're at that, and that's where the fight's going to be right now. Because that's where they sold it down this morning, too. So can you believe that it's going to be March next month?
I know. Unfortunately, allergy season's going to come. But that's all right. I got a good month of pollen, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'm sure. 1 p.m. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, it was closed at 1. It closed to 1 p.m. Okay, so that's where that support resistance comes in from yesterday.
Yes.
And you know the way these markets, we'll see how this shakes out. What I suspect, and this is what makes it so dynamic, meaning out here today, every day last week except on Friday, the market just kept selling off.
Yeah.
So everyone's sitting there is like, okay, is this going to sell off once again right now?
We got a short week. It's already Tuesday.
That's right, it is.
Yeah.
It's already Tuesday. Next, so if you're around in New York, folks, the way that show goes, Sunday night,
Yeah, they just opened the show Sunday night, and they have a brief, like opening cocktail reception type opening of the room, and then Sunday and Monday are the 2 full days, I believe, of
Monday and Tuesday.
Sorry, Monday and Tuesday are the 2 full days of the exhibit hall.
Right. And the marquee is fun. So
Times Square is fun. Right?
If you're up there,
hopefully it's a little bit warmer than they were just getting.
It's going to be 49 degrees.
That works.
Well, in the 49 in the daytime, 37 at night.
That works.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's compared to what it was.
Exactly.
Oh, and so all you folks up north, I'm glad you stayed warm. I hope you stayed warm. That was a disaster. What came into
single digits or some negative digits, I think, overnight.
Right.
Like real digits, not even wind chill. Yeah, that's why we live down here right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the. So Walmart. Let's see. Is anyone saving any money with gasoline? We're all saving a fortune with gasoline, but it doesn't seem like it's going into many of these stores. Look at that. That's pretty amazing. So Walmart has gone from $90 down to $56. It's coming right into ice. It's going to need, in order to break this $67.95, that's where this thing got killed.
Yeah. It's going to good job getting all the way back up to that level, though. So we'll see what.
No, it has. It has. So when you look around, do you think
things are more expensive, right?
No. Do you think, you know, I keep hearing people saying, okay, we're going to go into a recession. And it's like, okay, well, why are we going to go into a recession? You know, I mean.
Why are we not then? I mean, you're making the point with that question. I just, you know what I mean? Feel one way or the other.
What normally happens with a recession.
I don't know enough. I'm not. Okay. I really don't have an opinion because I know
what
that. What
normally happens with a recession, first there has to be a sector that basically gets hurt and gets hurt very quickly, and that could be the oil sector for sure. That goes through society, that people start losing jobs, and so as soon as you start losing jobs, of course, you're going to spend less money.
Sure.
You know, so it's like, okay, I don't see it, but that doesn't mean that this oil downtrend hasn't hurt that much everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember the first time that I remember an oil downturn, I went down to Dallas and to Houston, and it was hard to believe that one year they're booming, and the next year, literally, no one has a job.
Yeah.
So, and you're talking about very highly paid jobs, and even the guys that are working at that point, they're still working in the Gulf, but they were working there. I mean, really laborers, right?
Yeah.
But laborers were making big money, and then all of a sudden you're making nothing. Right. It's like, bang, that's a recession.
It's a dangerous job out there, you know. They're getting premium pay, right?
Huge.
For sure, yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 110. Nasdaq's up 64. S&Ps are up 19. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 88. Nasdaq's up 57. S&Ps are up 17 percentage-wise. This is what you have out here. You get the Dow up 0.5%. S&Ps are up 0.8. Nasdaq is up 1.3. And of course, don't forget we get some great programming coming up for you. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and then we're going to TD Ameritrade headquarters. Swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back, and I'm Mr. Andy Heck.
That's right.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Action-packed, totally.
It's pretty amazing, man. There's no doubt. If we go take a look at copper, this is what's going to get intriguing here, folks, for the commodity market in general. Copper's trying to get off its lows. Like the $2 level is, breaking the two, which is done twice. But both times it's hung down there, got out of there. Right now we're at 204.85. That's going to be important to keep your eye on, because if in fact copper can can get higher, then you will see those commodity countries and companies starting to make some money. Gasoline today's down 3.8%. Natural gas 3.4%. Look at natural gas, man.
Yeah.
That poor natural gas market, man. I mean, energy's just inexpensive, right? Oh, look at it. It's breaking to new lows. So natural gas right now, folks, is $1.95.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you listen to Andy Heck, speaking of his commodity show, Technomental Commodity Reporters Report, Commodities Hour tonight at 5. I mean, I remember when he was talking about this, and I think I was saying it to you when it was up at 240.
Yeah.
And just talking about the vast supplies and that no matter how much demand there is, that there's just so much supply built up right now that's going nowhere.
And after this cold weekend, it says quite a bit.
Yeah. No, it's just I forget the numbers, but it took them all of 20 seconds to roll through it. And you just hear the stockpiles, and you say, if you understand supply and demand,
right,
you got to use it for the stockpiles to get decreased, for the price to change. And without that kind of activity, and from what he talks about, so it's good information. Check out his program, 5 o'clock, for that hardcore fundamental aspect of some of those commodities, where you get a feel for the stockpiles that they're building up, which are just almost incomprehensible to our mind. How much is stored, ready to use.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. And the correlation. So he does the correlations are pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's what he talks about.
Exactly.
You have this much demand a year. Well, guess what? You have X amount times that stored up. So you have years and years and years just stockpiled. So.
Boy, it's great. I love the idea that oil's $30. But it's not that I never thought I'd see it again.
Yeah.
But I never thought it would be there for for a long period.
Because
it almost seems that $30 to $40, hey, everyone can handle that.
For sure. And we have those conversations where it's at the price of like a bottle of water now.
Yeah.
Well, if you do that equation long enough, I don't think that can hold for too long.
Right.
But I'm not sure of that, right?
No,
it's just like
I think it really has to do with like how easy is it to get out of the ground? Is it really like a bathtub for some of these large,
How easy? It's just what They can get it out of the ground. It's just what it costs, right?
Yeah, no, that's my point.
Yeah.
Like Saudi Arabia, my understanding is that Saudi Arabia, just picture a big bathtub under water. They're down there, the spigot goes on and off. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
It's like, okay.
And that's why they can not cut and just continue plowing oil out.
Right. Pretty amazing, no doubt.
Yeah.
Let's go over to this E-mini once again, because there's no doubt as our man Jay in the den is saying, this testing procedure is going on and on and on. Right now we're at 1874. So the last low there was at 72, and that's gonna, it looks like it's gonna come in for a test. You stay right there, folks. The man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and of course, TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. Dow's up 83, Nasdaq's up 52, S&Ps are up 16. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks, man.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.